Easy Mutt Coins provides safe Madden 22 coins, and they have the cheapest prices among all the sites. It's a trusted website. Please use my code GS to enjoy 5% off, and make sure you follow their official Twitter at EasyMutt1 for coin giveaways and more. What up, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy GS. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic, even though it's literally impossible. Hope all you guys teams won today in football. That goes in fantasy too. I went ahead and made a decision that I didn't think I was going to do. Like, I kind of regret it already, but I'm having fun with it. And that is purchasing Michael Jeremiah Bartholomew Vick. Now, the reason why I say I regret it is because I'm just terrible with the speed QB. I really am. Like, I'm just not good when you give me speed at the helm. I'm able to just, with Marino, I ain't going nowhere, So I make my first read, my second read, my third read, and then, take off if it allows for it. With Vick, my first read not there, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm taking off. I'm out. See you later. And that's not good. That's not good because, the second read might be there, the third read might be there, and I'm out here just taking off. Now, I sold Marino for, actually, I'll tell you exactly how much it is we sold him for. We'll go to my auctions, and you shall see that we... Wait, is this me buying stuff? No, this is my auctions, right? Well, I sold Marino for like here it is right here. $780 and $275. That's over $1 million, but then you got taxes and all that stuff, right? And, Vick cost me about $1 million. He is expensive. Now he's definitely cheaper. And he's fast. He's fast. Now, they made it so he cannot get both escape artist and pass lead elites. He cannot get both. He cannot. It's just something that they made him be able to purposely do. You got to choose one or the other. And choosing one or the other it's a tough decision because escape artist is so devastating, for the fact of you being able to hit 100 speed for a full second or whatever the time. You're fast for a blink of an eye. Like, you're really fast. And that just adds the dynamicness to him. Even if you spy, it almost doesn't matter because you can just still take off right down the middle and be able to just outrun anybody. I don't care who you're spying, unless you're spying like a safety coming down. But at that point, you're sacrificing coverage and, you got to do a whole bunch of other stuff. But the passes kind of sit in the air way too long without pass lead elite. You don't really throw bullet passes. You throw helium balloons. Take a look, see what the Vickster is going for. 816. The limited going for 930. I think I got the limited for like a little over $1 million or 1 point. Oh no, less than $1 million. Okay, 980 is what I got for. I did buy Charles Woodson as well, so we ended up buying him, and we purchased Jamal Adams for training, and we purchased Marcus May, who's really good. So I've been playing with Vick, and he's fast. He's really fast. You take a look at the ability cocktails I have on him, which include roaming, because if I leave the pocket, I want to be able to have perfect accuracy. I want to be able to make sure that if I'm throwing across the field, deep downfield, a little drag, a little opposite side, no matter where it is, I want to be accurate, and I feel like roaming is a necessity on someone that you plan on taking off with every now and then. Now, I've tried both pass lead elite and escape artist. Now, he's fast without escape artist, obviously 93 speed, but with escape, it just takes him to a whole nother realm. The problem is the passes. But when you have pass lead elite, the passes are really good, but you're missing that little oomph, that little short burst that really just takes him to the next level. So I've tried both. Right now I'm on the end half of trying escape artists, and I don't know, I'm starting to regret my decision. I really am. I feel like I am a better play caller, a better Madden player with less speed in the pocket. Now, don't get me wrong. I definitely enjoy a little bit of quickness. Like Marino was perfect because he was able to hit 80 speed. The problem with Vick is that, one, you're going to get spied almost every play. Right? Now, that's not the worst thing in the world because when you think about it, they're most likely going to spy a linebacker or someone from the line because they don't want to sacrifice coverage, right? And I'm going to be faster than them most likely anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I've been able to just take off, not really running around them from the side because they have like a pretty good angle, but just straight up the A-gap. Like just take off straight up and then you kind of just veer inside them and you're able to take off. With the skateboardists, at least, we're able to do that. The issue with him becomes his ability to, the spy, again, I'm backtracking here. Even though we get spied every play and it's not really affecting me being able to take off too much, it's messing up plays because a spy will jump up a route if, he's lined up perfectly. If you have a 15-yard, 10-yard in route and that spy is centered with you and that in route is crossing and is about to be parallel with them, the spy will jump it. And if you have like a Texas route or like a drag or in, like I said, you got to wait for it to clear that player because that's kind of like a zone. And depending on who they put there, if they're high enough, like in squads, we use the stork, and I can't tell you how many times he's jumped up and just snagged a pass out of the air just because that route was, even though it was 10 yards behind him, it's parallel with him. So he's able to just react, jump up, and get it. And we have recoup on him just because I want to be able to go on ahead and get him back to healthy stamina-wise as quickly as possible. And it's definitely a huge difference. Huge. I'll be dark yellow. I'll sub him out for a play. I'll just sub in Vince Young, do a handoff or like a wildcat or something like that. And then, after that one play, Vince Young is back in the back burner. And then, we put in Vick, and Vick is like a light shade of blue, where without recoup, that doesn't happen. He's still probably a very light yellow. So, that's a significant difference. But, we're going to have gameplay tomorrow for sure. So hopefully you guys are, looking forward to that. I'm not exactly sure how good the gameplay is going to be because he definitely makes me a worser Madden player. That's anybody with speed. You give me speed, my reads just aren't as good. I just always feel like I need to take off unnecessarily. I don't know. It's just something about, the timer in my head is just take off now. And I'm just like, I didn't even have to. I look back at the replay. Oh, my Lord. My crosser, which was, I know, my go-to read, if he covered this is what I was going to look for, and it's open. He gave it to me. But here I am running out the pocket for no reason. The spy comes down, I get sacked, or I got to throw the ball away. And it's like, one, I didn't even have to leave the pocket. Two, I didn't look for my second read, and it's just frustrating. But he does add another dynamic to the gameplay because he is someone you have to prepare for. He opens up the ability to 5-wide QB draw. He opens up the ability from running gun playbook for me to call shotgun doubles, Wildcat as well. They got a little Wildcat package in there as well. And, he opens up the playbook. And I went back to 7 mid-zone KOs. Now, previously, I had zones that were, I was just running cover 3 at all times, right? So I had a whole bunch of knockouts. And I had, on cam, I would have, deep in KO because I would middle third him. And on both May, who I have in my specialist, both May and Pollard, I had both of these guys with deep out KO. I would put them at cornerbacks, and I would have my purple on the right with mid zone. I would have my guy on the left. I would always hard flat him, and sometimes I would give a Mabel on the right side, left side, depending on what it is I'm looking for and stuff like that. But now I just went all the way back to mid zones. Because whenever, I don't know if does it work for this, all the captures I took for this Xbox? Most of the time it doesn't. It's just, per Xbox. Okay, it doesn't. I'm back to cover 4. Because cover 4 is really good when it works. Like, really, really, really good. Like, the fact is, whenever, I'm just using the weak side linebacker, I still don't know what the hell my responsibility is. But I know I'm responsible for about 1 player per play. So I just look for who might be open, and I just go there, and all the other guys do a really good job of cutting off routes and, man matching and things like that, which makes me think I want to go back to leaving the safeties and getting cornerbacks with really good man coverage. So that is even more effective. Like we have Jason McCourty, right, who's a man-to-man archetype. Now, unfortunately, he gets mid-zone for 2, and that's very frustrating. But his man coverage is 93, 96 speed. He's able to go on ahead and just play fantastically in those coverages. Now we take a look at like Woodson is another perfect example. You take a look at what he's able to offer, and he has 92 man, 95 zone, so he's able to man match as well pretty effectively. The problem comes when, I have Tatum out there and Pollard, and those guys, aren't the best man-to-man coverage guys. And, like instead of Tatum here, well, I will still have there for Titan Kim, obviously. But instead of Tatum, maybe like a Delta O'Neal, someone with, he'll have the same speed in O'Neal. And, his zone, I think, is maybe one higher. Might be the same, but his man coverage is definitely a little better. Man coverage is already pretty good at 89. Now, I messed up. I should have taken the ability, the strat card when I was pulling for the second DBs, and I got the one I wanted. I went and actually got both of them in the same pack in the zone. I already had the one with pursuit and speed. Then this one, you see, is tackle and speed. And I actually got both in the zone plus speed, where it was plus speed and plus man. But I'm like, you know what? I got safeties all over the place. I'm never going to be in man coverage. Like, I'm just going to accept that I'm going to run zone throughout the year. So let me go with plus tackle. Make my tackling a little better. Why not? Right? Why not? Let's just go ahead and do that. And now I kind of regret it. Because that plus 1 man it would have gotten made a 90 man. And, that's definitely a difference from 89 and whatnot. But still, nonetheless, Michael Vick is on the team. I regret it already. But, we're going to have a gameplay for you guys 100%. You guys can let me know if he's more fit for my team. I feel like he's not. I kind of already want to go back to Marino. But he's expensive. Marino's super, super, super expensive. And I don't want to lose out on coins powering up, because it's 12K training to power him up. That's a lot of training. That alone is a couple 100K in coins on top of his power up for like 300 and his other card for like 800, 900, whatever he's going for. So I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. And hopefully this man, Derrick Henry, gets a +1 or something. The man had 3 TDs, 130 yards. I know Gaskin had a huge day. Herbert had a phenomenal day. But it's like, come on, man. How many more top-notch performances is this man going to have without them giving him an upgrade? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Anyways, your boy Jessica, and I've been signing out. Appreciate the love and support. As always, fellas, until next time. Peace!